Good afternoon, class. Hope you are doing well. Okay, remember that during our previous classes, we learned volumes of some solids. We learned solids such as cubes, cuboids, and the rest. Now, and I gave you some questions as well to treat. Okay, here are some questions for our revision. Is that all right? Now, the first question says, a rectangular room 8 meter long by 5 meter wide contains 120-meter cube of air. Calculate the height of the room. Okay, this is our solution. Solution to question 1. Is that right? Are we listening? Okay, let's write out our parameters. The first one is the length. We have a length of 8 meter, 8 meters, all right, and the width is 5 meters. Width of 5 meters. And we're given the volume to be 120 meter cube. So our volume is 120 meters, 120 meter cube. All right, calculate the height of the room. How do we go about this? Remember we said, in our previous class, we said the volume, this is likely to be a cuboid. The volume of a cuboid is equal to length times breadth times the height. Now, if you look at our parameters, we have the length, we have the breadth, which is the width, but we don't have the height. Yet we have the volume. So what do? We make our height subject of formula, height, age subject of formula. So going by this, our height will be equal to volume over length times the width. How do we get this? How did we get this? Remember that we said when you divide both sides by this, when you divide both sides by your length and your breadth, okay? When you divide this side by your length and breadth, you have this. When you divide everything here by your length and breadth, you'll be left with this, okay? Since we are looking for what? The height. So let's slot in our values. What's our volume? 120 meter cube. Okay, what is our length? 8 meters. And what is our width, which is our breadth? It's 5 meters. So what do we have? We have our height is equals to 120 over 8 times 5 is 40. Okay? So what do we have here? 12 divided by 4. You don't have to use a calculator. You can solve it simply. So we have 12 over 4 to give us 3 meters. Hence, our height is 3 meters. Is that okay? So another question is, which is in our question, next question is this. It says, a rectangular tank, 8 meter long and 1 meter wide, contains water of a depth of 50 centimeters. How many liters does it contain? All right, this question is a bit technical, but it's very, very simple. So please let's listen to this. Let's first of all write out our parameters so that we know how to be about it. Okay, the first parameter is what? Our length. Our length is what? Our length is 8 meters. Okay, is that all right? Are we listening? And our width or our breadth, our width is what? 1 meters. Now, we're given the depth to be 50 centimeter. 50 cm. Is that all right? Okay, let's take note of something. For us to calculate the volume of a substance, all the units have to be the same. Now you see that this one is in meters, this is in meters, and this is centimeter. If you're going to just solve this like this or do the multiplication simply like this, we'll not get the correct answer. So what we have to do first is to convert this 50 centimeters to meters. So how do we do that? Remember that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Okay, if 100 cm is equal to 1 meter, therefore 50 cm would what? What will 50 cm be? Victoria, what will 50 cm be? Okay, it's going to give us our 50 over 100. That gives us what? 0.5 meters. Now you can now see that all the parameters are in the same unit. This is in meters, and this is also in meters. So we can go ahead to solve our work. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, now with these parameters, we should be able to calculate the volume of the tank. The volume of the tank is equal to our length times our depth times our width times our depth. All right, what is our length? It's what? 8 meters. What is our width? 1 meter. And what is our depth? Depth is what? 0.5 meters. So if you calculate this, very, very simple. If you calculate it correctly, you're going to get 4 meters cubed. Is that okay? But that's not the end of it. The question says, how many liters does it contain? How many liters does it contain? So that means we are expected to express our volume in liters. So how do we go about this? Now there's this relationship that 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liters. 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liters. Okay, now if 1 liter cube is equal to 1,000 liters, therefore, what will 4 meters, for you to know the capacity, that means you're expressing it in liters. So what will 4 meter cube be? Therefore, 4 meters cube will be equal to 4 times 1,000. That gives us 4,000 liters. Is that all right? So this is our final answer. If you have any question, you can post it to me on the group chat. Is that all right? Okay, that is that. We also have some set of questions. We have some questions on the topic from the topic angles. Angles, which we are going to treat in our next class. Thank you for listening and have a great day.